Hello everyone, welcome to Sherlock's Consultancy. I am Natalie Sherlock, the founder of this company, and I am very excited right now because I have just returned home from London. Yesterday I returned home from London. I've spent the last 4 days attending the YMCA's 175 event. So that was hosted by the YMCA, and it's to celebrate their 175th birthday. So in 1844, George Williams founded the YMCA, and it's grown from there and is now 175 years old. So happy birthday to them, first of all. And well done for all of the amazing work that the YMCA does. So this event was an astonishing event because it was we had like 5,000 people come from all over the globe, like any country you could think of, some you've never even heard of. So it was very exciting to meet all of those people. And one of the things that they did was they had there was many workshops and panels to go to, and one of the panels that I attended was a mental health panel, and it was there was four panelists, or five panelists rather, and they were discussing different mental health questions and topics and etc. So the opportunity arose during the proceedings to actually ask a question, for me to ask a question. So I came up to the mic and asked a question, and my question was, how do I create a big change and make a big difference and sort of get my voice heard? Because sometimes I feel like my voice isn't being heard. I feel like I'm not doing enough to help people with mental health and help change mental health issues and the barriers that people with mental health, with mental illnesses are facing. So, disability awareness and mental health awareness are interconnected. So, I have decided to not only provide disability awareness training, but also provide mental health awareness training, because it's something equally important. And I don't know if you know this, but every 40 seconds somebody dies by suicide. So that's probably about 3 or 4 people since this video has started, which is a astonishing figure, and it's shocking and it shouldn't happen, but it is happening, so we need to stop it from happening. And the only way we can do that is to raise more awareness of mental health and how to stop people from saying harmful language towards people with mental illnesses, how to get people to speak out about their mental ill health. Because a lot of people, 99.9% of us with mental illnesses don't express how we feel through fear of being called crazy or not getting a job or etc. So how do we do that? Well, I mean, through training. So if we let people know that they can speak to someone and put them in touch with the right people, uh, then they will be able to get better. And I actually came up with a mental health plan, how to actually help people and what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect with the three wonderful people that I met during that panel. So the three of the panelists actually said they would help me and gave me their contact details, and I've contacted two of them by email, and I'm just waiting on their reply. But they're very busy, so I'm sure they will reply soon enough. So I'm going to contact them. I am going to hopefully give a TED talk. So one of the workshops that I attended during the conference was a TED talk workshop. So how to give a TED talk and everything like that. And I'm just going to download the course and hopefully find out how to actually do a TED talk. And also, I want to speak in Parliament. I'd love to go up and actually speak in Parliament because some of the most influential people in the UK aren't doing anything aren't using their positions for good. So these people in Parliament and in the government that have got all this money and resources at their fingertips need to actually do something about mental health issues and awareness and things like that. So while I was at the event, I came across a stand in the hall, and it was a global United Mental Health. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember its name to exactly, but something along those lines. So it was like United Global non-profit organisation to help people with mental health and spread awareness. So because of the fact that every 40 seconds someone dies by suicide, um, they asked me if I would speak to or send a message, do a little video to the government for 40 seconds. I jumped at the chance. So I said something along the lines of, we need to get schools. We need to have more training in schools. We don't just need to train teachers. We need to train TAs. We need to train dinner ladies because, now what they call lunchtime supervisors. Because we need to train all these people, not just teachers, because they spend more time, like a lot of the time, with the children. Dinner ladies, for example, or lunchtime supervisors, they are with them in the playground and the lunch hall. They can see if they have eaten their lunch. I mean, if a child normally eats their lunch and one day just suddenly stops eating their lunch, then they will be able to say, "Oh, why has this child suddenly lost their appetite?" Or they will be able to tell. And if they're normally happy and talkative, and one day they come in and they're sad and quiet, then they can question why and see if they are feeling okay. And also training the children to recognize their feelings and to tell them that it's okay to feel um, not good. It's okay to uh, feel sad or anxious because we all go through these feelings, every single one of us. Um, so we need to tell the children that it's okay to speak out about it and tell the teacher and tell your parents, etc. Because staying silent is what is dangerous. Staying silent is dangerous. So if a child is, I actually did ask when I was still working at the school during my teacher assistant training. I actually asked two of the students. I said to them, "So if you're feeling poorly, where do you go, and or who do you tell?" And they said, "Oh, I tell mum and dad, go to the doctor, etc., etc." So I said, "Brilliant, that's the correct answer." So what about if you're feeling poorly in your mind? So what if you're feeling sad or anxious or anything like that? And they replied, they would still go to the same people. They would still go to the doctor or their parents or whatever. So I thought that was excellent because that was the correct answer. And I have mentioned this before in a previous video on my other channel, one of my other channels. So it's really important that we are teaching children at a young age. The most common age for mental health uh, illnesses to start is the age of 14. So most children develop mental illnesses at the age of 14. That is why we need to get in there early and nip it in the bud and make sure that they get help and support that they need, and also make sure that no one is bullying them for having this having a mental illness, or their parents are supporting them, things like that. So that is basically all I wanted to say today in this video, because I realise it's getting quite long. But I just wanted to say that I'm now offering that training to people as in addition to the disability awareness training, because disabilities and mental health go hand in hand. If you are a disabled person, you're like twice or three times more likely to have a mental illness as well. So they do sort of go hand in hand. So that is why I need to start offering that training as well. So, which is what I'm going to do. And please, like I said, subscribe to this channel. Thank you to the person, the subscriber that I've already got, and please continue to subscribe to my channel. So, and click the notification bell and share this with your friends, because it's a very important message. And I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.